All right, here we
John,
go. Late night happy hour. Adam Hill all ready to go. I think he's at a party right now. Von Tobel being attacked by his cat, and I just fell asleep 3 minutes ago. So, kind of a cool
we're
night.
living the life.
Yeah, kind of a cool night. Yeah, crazy Friday night. Adam's out partying and afraid of COVID, and we're both sitting at home.
I have not gone near a person yet. I was here for the good internet, and
mask it up.
Yeah. Also, I was going to ask John. John, are you watching the Angels game at all or no?
No, I don't have it on. I was actually starting to watch because I didn't get to watch the Lakers Rockets game, so I watched like the first couple minutes of that before I came on.
There's just a spirited debate because Angels had first and third, bottom 10th. Mike Trout up with 2 outs, and I said I would have walked him and pitched to Rendon. Yeah. They didn't. They actually pitched to Trout and struck him out. So I was kind of surprised by that.
I'm always surprised. Like, I think there's a case to be made that almost every time Mike Trout comes up, you could probably, like, you know what I mean? You could logically just, all right, go ahead, man. Like, we'll take anybody else in the lineup.
There's also 2 for 2 with 3 walks. He'd been on base 5 times, so finally got him out.
My man.
So was there another game tonight, Steve?
Yeah.
I didn't watch.
Bucks and Heat? You didn't watch Bucks and Heat?
I watched VGK. I watched VGK. Jay Miller says, Lehner. Justin Watkins actually jumped in here. He says, just jumping on to say Adam was right about Lehner. So I guess that's going to be the theme tonight. VGK wins. Easy 3-0 victory. Right? The score. Not so easy, though. My God. No. This guy, Demko. What do you make, 97 saves in a row?
I think it was 98.
98 saves in a row. Wow.
138 minutes and 40 seconds.
Dude, they showed him, so like it was like the waning seconds, and I think it was after one of the empty netters where they showed Demko. You know what I mean? That's got to suck to like do as well as he did, give up 1 goal essentially through, was it now 3 elimination games, whatever it is, and to lose still? Like that's.
He was so unbelievable for 3 games.
Yep.
Almost carried them all the way. And by the way, like his numbers in the year were so pedestrian.
Really?
They were so pedestrian. I wrote a sidebar on him tonight. And he was 13-10. His goals against was like 306. I think his save percentage was like 905. Now, again, those numbers really aren't relevant. You could make 60 saves that are not a challenge at all, and your save percentage would be great. But it's more expected goals against and that sort of thing. But if you did just the baseline goalie numbers were not outstanding at all, and he just got into a zone where he was so good for 3 games. But the Golden Knights played really well. They played really well tonight.
The Golden Knights played arguably the best defensive game in the history of NHL Game 7s. That's how good they were in front of Lehner.
Well, their defense was offense.
The record, 6 goals, 6 shots on goals through 2 periods.
Right.
By those numbers, greatest defensive effort. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it was.
They controlled things, and they couldn't get freaking Canucks couldn't get to the other end of the ice. But 6 shots in 2 periods is just complete insanity.
It was ridiculous, and they completely contained Vancouver to their defensive zone, which that was Vancouver's strategy anyway. They wanted to play 5 guys in a shell and just take advantage of any potential breakouts they could find, and hope that the Golden Knights committed offensive zone penalties and they could go on the power play. Like that was their strategy. But the Golden Knights also limited those opportunities, and when they did go on the penalty kill, they were phenomenal. They were phenomenal on the kill. It was great.
It was absolutely nuts. And then of course you get the narrative, right? That they get the 5-minute major on Reeves, on the hit by Reeves, and you're sitting there, you're like, you're serious right now. Like they can't get a goal. Demko's still playing really well. It's a 5-minute major. They review it and uphold it, and you're like, here you go. That's what impressed me. The 5-minute penalty kill, and mainly what was it, 3.5 minutes before they went to the end of the period. That was a really impressive stretch.
Yeah. And I thought it was, I mean, the term fortunate is probably not right, but it was somewhat fortuitous on their part that penalty spanned the second and third period, where they were like, okay, let's just kill off 3.5.
No,
we get into the locker room and then kill off 1.5, I think that they were able to kind of compartmentalize it in that way and break it down, and I think that helped them get through it.
Yep. It almost felt like, and I know obviously they had 90 seconds or a minute left. It almost felt like once they got to the end of the period, like that was what killed it actually. Like there wasn't much action on the other side once they actually came back from the locker rooms.
And you saw, I mean, it's such a little play, but like with 7 seconds left or whatever, Mark Stone has the puck in the offensive end, and he just kind of looks and he's like, I'm just going to kind of skate in the corner. There's no reason to try anything. There's no reason to do anything. Just go to the corner, kill it off. And I thought, I was like, okay, they could breathe a sigh of relief, get to the locker room. And by the way, after the game, a couple guys talked about how I don't think panicked was the right word, but how nervous Reeves was when they saw him after the second period. Like, guys, please win this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, wasn't it Marchessault said Reeves was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's great because you see on the broadcast, obviously, him just snapping the stick as he's walking back, right? Yeah. So you get the thought of, like, this guy's just pissed, fuming in the back. And when they come back, there's like, guys, come on, please. Like, that's all.
Yeah, please.
You know, is Mott okay from getting hit by Reeves' back?
Come on. That was I don't have the most trained hockey eye. That was stupid. Like, that was not a mitt.
Freaking incidental. Hit him with his back.
Right. Hashtag not a major. I think he hit him with the...
Mott acted like he got shot in the face, and of course he stayed down on the ice, and then he gets up to you know what? Maybe I missed it. I'm like, okay, he's got a towel. Is there blood?
Yeah.
Was there blood?
No.
I mean, was the blood created by falling to the ice? You know, freaking his flop.
He got hit by the S in Reeves on the nameplate. You know, like that was it. And he goes down. Like, I was surprised on the review they upheld it. I don't know what they exactly saved, but that was really surprising to see that. Yeah, not a major. Hashtag not a major too.
I thought it was pretty bad. I mean, he did go up. He went high, went to the head. Like it's everybody just knows the rule. You can't hit somebody in the head, and he hit him in the head. Like I think that's kind of a clear one.
But you can't like that's not a minor. That's not like a regular penalty. That has to be a major.
To the head, yeah. I mean, a shot in open ice to the head is always going to be. I mean, it wasn't even just a major. He's thrown out. I mean, that's what happened.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of soft. I liked one of the smartest things I've ever seen was berating the NHL for its softness and saying, I think it was Steve, go watch the NBA, a real physical sport.
Yep. Not the hockey I grew up with. Yeah. I have more games in the stands as or more games in the Stanley Cup Finals as a fan than anyone on the show.
That's probably true.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm holding the phone, so I'm holding it straight above.
You look like you're an album cover. Like
I don't know what's going on. I don't think he dove. I think
Brady says that dude's chin clearly attacked Reeves' back. Ducked down. Reeves shot through with his back, and then he faked on the ice. It's all right. They got by. By the way, who's pissed at Vegas Advance?
What? What? Who's pissed at?
It's great. It's great for us as a media person. Freaking great. We got another 10 days at least of nice hockey. We have the media fighting over Lehner and Fleury and shining the spotlight on themselves and getting all emotional during the game and trying to get all personal, and it's great.
That's over, right?
Dude, it's not much of a fight, is it? Like,
is it? I don't know. I'll ask you. Is it over? Or are you going to tweet about Fleury every fucking game?
Who's tweeting about Fleury? I'm not.
3 shutouts.
Who tweeted about Fleury? Adam.
Wait, what?
You didn't tweet one time about Fleury during the game.
No, I said how many goals would he have scored?
Exactly. That's by the way, when people saw on Twitter, I was talking about the media immaturity. That was it. That's just silly at this point.
It was a legitimate question.
Oh, stop. Legitimate question.
Who? It wasn't a legitimate question for the last 3 weeks of who the starting goaltender is.
How many goals? Never been legitimate. How many goals did Fleury have in the game? Is a legitimate question. You guys are. It's getting real personal. Guys are all getting wrapped up in this Fleury Lehner thing.
No, it's not. Hold on. I'm not saying the how many goals has he scored is legitimate. I'm saying it's legitimate to take shots at people that are still wondering who the starting goaltender is. That's what I'm saying is legitimate. Like, why is this still a question?
Right. I would agree with that. And like we talked about earlier on the show, Steve, part of this is you watch this series up until Game 7 and coming into tonight. I asked Adam the same question I asked Linda Cohn. Like, we keep talking about this whole goaltender situation.
Elko.
Right, but it was the same. But it was the same thing I asked both of them. Like, we put this goaltender situation like it's the issue. Like, when really we should be talking about where the fuck is the offense gone? Like, how are they going to score?
That's what you said to Linda Cohn?
I wish.
He actually said fuck on the air. You know what? I'm going to dip out for like 4 minutes. I got to grab the Elko audio real quick. You got to hear Elko. Yeah, we had to dump Elko. I got to get that.
Really? That's good. She got fired up.
Keep going. Adam, you have control of the comments now or not when you're secondary?
No, only when I'm on my computer, not on my phone.
All right, I'll punch more of them up, but I'm going to go look for Elko real quick.
Right.
Okay.
Seriously, though, right? Like, when I'm talking about that, like, well, this isn't good because you and I both agree on everything on this, but, like,
No.
I don't know how this was a goaltender series. Like,
well, John, I'm interested because this is the question I'm interested in. And we asked Alex Faust from the Kings. I don't know if you guys asked Linda Cohn, but my question to him was how, like, in the market, we know that there's emotion. We know that there's, people that are fans and they want to see the guy that they love that is the face of the franchise. And I get that. I do understand where those people are coming from. But I asked Alex Faust, who does the Kings games and who's doing the games on the radio in the bubble, I was like, how is this viewed? I think I said, how is this goalie controversy viewed outside of Las Vegas? And he actually just laughed and he said, what controversy? Like, what are you talking about? He said the Golden Knights went and got a starting goalie in Robin Lehner, and that's their decision. I was like, of course. Yeah, of course it is. But there is emotions. And, like, when I say these things, I understand that there's an emotional element. I understand that fans are emotional, that they're going to judge things on how they feel and not what's real. Yeah, that's true, actually. But, that's how, after tonight, and, of course, I saw, Steve was stoking the fire with it's only 15 saves. I mean, he made, I would argue, in a Game 7, that's the save of the year.
right. Not only the save of the year, but he did something that he had been constantly criticized for the last few games, right? That he could not do, right? I didn't know that you and Justin talked about it yesterday, and there's been comments about it too, that the lateral mobility, the fact that he can't change direction like that, go from one side to the other, make a save like that, and he did.
Well, it's ridiculous. He's not the same goaltender as Fleury, right? He's more of a positional goaltender. We get that. But if he couldn't make those saves, he would not be one of the best goaltenders in the league for the last 5 years. Like, could you imagine if it was like, well, he just can't go side to side. He can't make those saves. Like, well, then, I think people would have figured that out and exploited it at some point.
He's just parked the bus this whole time and just lets it bounce all. Him bounce all over him. Right. Just ricochet all over the spot.
I will say, wow, this would be crazy. Is there a chance they start Fleury in Game 1? Maybe.
I mean, it's a short turnaround. After a back-to-back.
Three games in 4 days, back-to-back. Earlier start time. I mean, not only 3 playoff shutouts, 3 of the same series.
Mm-hmm.
The Western Conference semifinal, he had 3 shutouts. Like, enough of the conversation, enough of the debate. It's ridiculous. So, but I thought just overall,
we better not have this. Like, this better not be a thing again.
I agree, but overall, in the grand scheme of things, the Golden Knights just played a really good game. They still couldn't figure out how to get through, but they did get that shot from Shea Theodore. And by the way, I think underappreciated, under talked about. I don't know how much hockey you watch, John. Nobody calls timeouts that early.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. They're always in the last 2 minutes and trying to strategize like an empty net or some situation like that. They get that power play. He calls timeout right away. DeBoer does. And whatever set play he drew up, which clearly was get the puck to Theodore, and then Theodore kind of create an open space and take the shot and get some guys to the net. Because, good Lord, what happens when you get guys to the net? Did you notice? Shea Theodore takes a shot, and there's actually 2 people in front of the net this time?
Right.
Like, that clearly was a set play. They were trying to get people to the front of the net. They did, and the screens worked, and they got a goal. So, lo and behold, the one thing everybody's been saying they have to do the last 2 games, they finally did it. They get the goal. And all the credit in the world to Pete DeBoer, who's now 5-0 in Game 7s, made that decision to start Lehner, which I think he still has to be given credit for. However, people think it was obvious or what it was. We thought there was a chance that he would go the other way. So he makes that decision. He goes with his guy, has a good game plan, and then that timeout, whatever he drew up, it worked. And they got bodies to the front of the net, and they scored a goal. So I don't think obviously you want to win those games like 6-7-0 and just move on. But I don't think it could have gone much better for the Golden Knights in this one.
So do you think there's any worry whatsoever going forward about the offense, or is everything okay after today?
I mean, I would think that they'd get confidence from this, right? No. I mean, I think that was one of the biggest things that was missing is that they were pressing. They were trying to. You saw like Riley Smith had a breakaway today and missed the net completely.
Mhm.
Like that's just they were just falling apart. I just think it was getting in their head. Pete DeBoer's comment after the game I thought really stuck out to me. He said there was a time we felt we could play for 6 hours and we're never going to score.
Yep.
So I mean, they definitely were feeling that. So I'd have to think that this is going to give them the confidence to go ahead and get the offense back together, because it's not like they were bad all playoffs. They were really good up until Game 4. So I think that this is a springboard. And by the way, Dallas is having some, defensive issues of their own. They tried to bring Bishop back in the goal. He got shelled today. They got blown up.
I was telling Steve off the air because Game 7, that series was wild. Like the offensive swings, the high scoring, like that was a fucking ridiculous series between Dallas and Colorado.
Hopefully we get another one just like it.
Right. I do wonder, like we had talked about this a couple of times with some of the hockey analysts we had over on Visa, and just like the style that Dallas had been playing over the stretch of 7 games and how different it had been and how much scoring had picked up. And usually throughout this entire regular season, it was a little bit more of like a pack it in, like goaltender out type of team. And we saw this like just change and how different it was. And it kept up throughout the series, but I wonder if they were just playing with Colorado, you know what I mean? And they revert back to what they were all regular season, or if that's like the Dallas team that Vegas sees, in this best of 7.
Yeah.
How about this one, Adam? Does VGK, having been challenged, push to the edge, help them or hurt them?
Well, I would imagine it helps, but at the same time, it might hurt. It might hurt in Game 1. I think you can have both, where you kind of have an adrenaline dump, and your emotions kind of crush you for the next couple of days, and it's tough to get up for Game 1. But I think going forward, you understand, like, let's say even if you do lose Game 1, even if this momentum doesn't carry forward. Now, to be fair, Colorado or Dallas just went through the same thing, but if this emotion kind of takes them out of you and you can't win Game 1, you at least understand, like, hey, we've been here before. We've been behind. We've been, or not behind, but we've been pushed to the brink. We've overcome obstacles, overcome adversity. I think that can only help in the long run.
And by the way, too, I mean, I know it's not because it's not the same sport, but we did see an example in basketball, right? We had 2 teams playing Game 7s. One went and got blown out by the Clippers. The other one today in the Houston Rockets. Like, there's different ways to respond for different teams,
Sure.
I'm sorry. Did you guys talk about the timeout before the power play?
Yeah.
My bad. Do you want to hear Linda Cohn? She made the point like 3 times making the pitch for Fleury.
She was pretty fired up, man.
She was very fired up. She did not understand it at all. I wonder if Adam would have torn her apart.
You go way back.
You do, yeah. I forgot. You guys are pretty tight, so.
John and Elko?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here's John asking a question in the interview in the 5 o'clock hour.
Too, because the big debate that we have a lot here when it comes to this goaltender situation is like numbers, right? And you brought up all the historical numbers for Fleury, especially in Game 7s and his postseason history, which is phenomenal. But since they've acquired Lehner, statistically, he's been the better goalie. So how do you balance that, like historical greatness versus recent greatness?
I go with a guy who, knows what it's like to shine in a big spot. I go with guy. I don't care how long ago the experience was. If you just look at Fleury's numbers since Vegas entered the season. Okay, I mean, they entered the league in the last 3 seasons. First in the NHL in shutouts with 17, 5th in the NHL in 91 wins, 9th in the NHL, goals against average of 2.51. My thanks to Jake. But there's the intangible
Wow, it worked.
that Marc
Awesome.
Andre-Fleury brings. It's as simple as that.
That's awesome.
Not all of
No one has any idea what I'm talking about.
No.
Today was one of the best pranks we've ever pulled on Ari.
Really?
Linda Cohn read those Fleury stats straight from someone's Twitter account.
Oh, get out of here. Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
And then hold on. Here's Ari. Ari has a habit of half listening and not paying attention.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Okay, I know where we're at. Yes.
She read them. Elko's awesome. We're not mocking at Elko, and I really appreciate her coming on, and I thought her case for Fleury was strong and was, impassioned, but she read those stats straight from someone's Twitter account here in Vegas and tried to give the person credit, and she said Jake. And then I just motioned to the dump button. I was like, and Ari freaked out and dumped it.
Ari dumped her. She didn't even curse. He panicked and ran over, hit the red button.
I'm just telling you, if the name had gotten on our show, Adam would have been so fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
Wait, what? No. It's funny. But at the same time, like, it's only fair because that's how I freaked out and pointed at the button to get Ari to dump something before. So that's what he thinks the signal is.
It was good.
Actually, he did it for once.
It's good.
It was a complete nonsense dump. So we won't punch down. But it worked brilliantly. It's very much an inside joke.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for sticking around where we're playing inside jokes.
So we do.
What about it? Is pretty much what we do. What the Reeves suspension, or could this be a suspension? Could he miss multiple games?
I'd be shocked if he's not suspended.
Wow.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he'll be suspended. Now, I saw some people speculating he could be 3 or 4. I doubt it.
What happened to hockey when you wouldn't wear masks as a goalie, man? What happened?
I know.
Jesus. Yeah, I think. I mean, he's going to get suspended. I would think it'd be 1 game, maybe 2, but I think the 3 or 4 is a little ridiculous. I saw some people talking about that. I think 1.
Yeah.
You already missed half of a game. Not quite half, but
Yeah, it was second period. Yeah, end of the second period.
so.
Thank you, Dr. Rick. That's already the official diagnosis.
CTE happened. Is that how that sentence worked?
This is powerful. Holy Christ!
He had 0 before today, and now he's full of CTE.
Brady says they should suspend the letters ES on his sweater. All right.
He's got to be Reef.
Reef. You see Jordan right after the check when he got kicked out just tweeted, "Well, that wasn't ideal."
His brother Jordan Reeves.
Yeah.
All right, everyone's saying 1 game. All right.
Wait, so do we still think that the Vegas Golden Knights weren't playing with energy in front of Lehner?
No, they played a great game tonight. The games they've won, the defense, and in Adam's case tonight, the offense being so great with possession, they carried the team. Lehner made some saves, and he made a great save tonight. I might argue that Besser shot it right into the fucking glove.
Come on, dude. Stop.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit. Hey, ready?
No, you didn't.
Come on.
He deserves credit. He did a good job. And by the way, I don't. Here's the thing. The great thing is, I'm not the one who's making this personal. I don't care. I'm not the one who hitched my wagon to Robin Lehner and needs him to win now because I have to be right. I don't give a shit.
No, but you have to play devil's advocate because everybody is just so matter of fact about it.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Which devil's advocate?
Like John and I, in a lot of people that are kind of in our same vein, are like, what is the debate? It's Robin Lehner. Why are we talking about this? It's stupid.
I'm not playing devil's advocate. They're not that far apart. Fleury could have done the same thing. He couldn't have stopped 14 shots and made the miracle save on the 15th. I don't know it wasn't the last save, but amongst the 15, of course he could have. I'm not guaranteeing he would have made the save. But you just go, there's no way he can make the save. We have no idea.
No, nobody's saying there's no way you can't make the save, but Lehner did it. Lehner has been over and over again, just going back and looking the last couple of years, has been the better player. So he gets to start in there, so he gets the chance to do it. Yeah, last 2 years.
Okay, I was going to say.
Yeah, Lehner was a Vezina finalist last year. Fleury has never been that in his career.
Oh my God.
Not once in his career.
The gap is so small, and these guys act like it's ridiculous, but whatever.
Well, I mean, you can say the gap is small if you want. There's no question which one is in front.
Right now, no doubt. I'm going to play. Right. I have no problem with that. Fleury is the backup goalie, but you guys act like it's fucking Derek Carr to Marcus Mariota now.
Some people question that one.
Right.
Some people question what?
That one.
right now.
No, not right now because of how bad Mariota's been.
Well, I mean, to me, it's a different story. I don't have a whole lot of respect for anyone.
Look,
who was saying Mariota is really close to Derek Carr. He needs to be rebuilt back up to be near Derek Carr, but he wasn't close when he came in, and obviously he's been struggling.
I will just say that to me, the end. This just as we talked about, this ends a lot of stuff, including like tweeting out Leonard after games or
Does it?
Blaming of it should
Does
stop.
it?
I should say it should.
Not going to.
It's ridiculous.
What have you done for me lately? If he has 2 bad games, there'll be calls for Fleury to be back in there. You know the way it works, and it's very personal for people.
Well, I mean, to be fair, though, so many people said if they started Leonard tonight, they'd never watch the team again, and they're not fans anymore. So I guess a lot of those people aren't going to be there to say he should be starting after 2 games if they go wrong.
Where did they say that on Reddit? Where so many people said it.
Oh yeah, it was all over Twitter. I actually said it. Trying to remember what account I set for. It was like Leonard. I can't remember what I had. I had one of my tweet columns, and I was just laughing. And I was going to start liking all of them so I could save them, but I thought that would be obnoxious because everybody can see what you like.
I'm gonna go see #fire DeBoer and see what pops up.
Well, but here's the great thing on that. Is that just jabronis? Is that just jabronis who don't know sports? What is it? People are really angry. Who was saying that?
Yeah,
that was just a hashtag on Twitter I saw.
Just random fans.
It wasn't a random fan who said it on the press box this morning when he tweeted it out.
Oh, Tyler?
Yeah, he said whose job is on the line.
Well, isn't the answer? Couldn't you answer nobody?
Sure. I love the games you guys play. It's just like I didn't say anybody. I didn't say DeBoer. I mean, this is like Trumpian shit. I didn't say it.
No, it's new. No, what it is new. It's new media.
Whose job's on the line? George McPhee or Pete DeBoer? I would infer from that you believe someone's job is on the line.
Sure, but
now,
that's such new media.
Right. That's Adam Hill and Tyler Bischoff media. It's troll shit.
I'm kind of against it. But it is what's new. I mean, it's the, click here to find out,
Right.
This is a good one. I like this. Can I read you something? How about this? Daisy said, "Hey, Pete, I don't know if you know, but your butt is not a hat for your head, so please pull your head out of it and play Fleury. #VegasBorn. #VGK Talk. #Fire DeBoer.
Fire DeBoer. What is his? I haven't looked it up in a couple of days. What's his record since he got here? It's fucking insane,
dude. When they put up the fucking side by side, you know what I mean, of their stats, like the head to head. It was Demko and him, and I'm looking at it. He's got like going into today like a 217 goals against average, and like was he at like 91% or whatever it was, Leonard? And I'm like, why do you not like? He's playing pretty well. Why don't you want?
Yeah.
But see what happens is you get the opposite, which is in defending Leonard, then people start slamming Fleury.
Right, there's no need for that.
Like, what's the point?
Yeah, right. There's no need for it.
I don't get it. And tonight, I was tweeting some stuff and I deleted it. I'm like, I don't want to be in a position. I'm not against Leonard. He played a great game, awesome. I mean, I think he was helped out a lot by the team, not facing a whole lot of chances. He had a great save on the best chance. But like I don't want to hate on one or the other, and that's what's happening. Like people are getting crazy on the Fleury side, hating on Leonard, and then people tonight are taking shots at Fleury. It's like, do you remember what he did for you? And by the way, I don't know who put it in here. Someone on the chat room was like, he didn't win a cup for him. Like, he took a fucking group of misfits.
Ridiculous.
You don't come on, stop.
That's stupid.
We're losing our minds over this thing.
Right. Is this the save? The save? Or the save? I'm going to go with the save.
Okay, ready? I mean, the glove. Come on, dude. Watch. Deliver it right to the glove, Besser. Ridiculous.
No. Okay. Look where the glove was when you said deliver it right to the glove. It's not where it is now.
Going in that direction.
Stop, dude. Like this, you're talking. Come on. I don't believe this.
Look, he's sliding in the direction, right?
Just look at the ground he has to make.
Okay.
I'm gonna just deliver it right to your glove. Here you go, pal. Here you go.
It's still moving. His glove's still moving.
Right. It's still moving.
I'm just busting chops now.
Jay-
Was at the beginning.
Jamie, do
He's
you have anything to say about the Golden Knights, by the way?
Yeah,
Here, what do you want to say about the Golden Knights?
they dominated as they should.
Exactly.
Like they obviously outplayed the other team multiple times. The goalie was insane. I have to give props for the other goalie.
That's true.
That's what I gotta say.
Thank you.
That's it. She's out. Now, I mean, if you when you start the shot here, and Lehner is completely turned the other direction, and big fella has to get across. It is awesome.
It's almost an empty net.
But I guarantee Besser went to the bench and he's like, what did I just do? What did I just do? But to make up that much ground is ridiculous. I'll actually play it in real motion because when you do it real slow, it does make it. Hey, right to the glove. Boom. That was
Jesus Christ.
so good.
He did say after the game, big guy can move when he wants to.
Look at that.
Look where he is right now.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's almost an empty net, and like where he has to go to get to save that, it's ridiculous.
And the position, and his gloves turned down.
Right.
Look where he is right now and where the save is made.
He's 6'4".
Dude, it's such a good the reach, everything, man. That's
That's
good.
crazy.
Can't believe that.
Right at the glove.
Right.
Already knows where his bread is buttered. He knows.
I don't understand why you keep bringing up the statue. I don't think anybody's disagreeing with the statue.
I was getting killed earlier in the chat on the statue. Everyone's like, Lehner statue.
Well, there should be one, especially if they win a cup, right? Which statue is more important? If they win a cup with Lehner as a goaltender, whose statue is bigger? You've already been in okay. Wait, so can I ask this? I guess because fans usually never forget things. I saw this brought up, and I don't know if this is fair, but we don't care about the whole hashtag not a major and Fleury giving up 3 consecutive goals, or was it 4 consecutive goals?
4.
Yeah, 4. Right? That's okay. We're good with that. I feel like that should be forgotten.
I pointed it out last night.
Right. But I guess he's perfect.
No one said he's perfect either.
Chance.
I think the commenters want Jamie back instead of me. I don't blame them. She had good analysis.
I think was deminated. Is that what she said?
Yeah, I think so. By the way, if Chance gets a statue, I will never cover that team again.
I like Chance. I have a picture with Chance. He's good.
What is good about him?
He's very friendly.
I mean, he's a huge fan of himself, for one thing.
Is he? Is the real person a really egomaniac?
Oh, dude, he drives around the Chance Mobile.
Oh.
What the fuck?
In his human form?
Yes.
Oh, boy. All right. That's a violation. Are we serious?
Yes.
I don't want to say. Never mind. I'm going to say something mean. I shouldn't say.
Here's someone calling themselves Jeff Rook on Twitter. Says, let's see. It was a good save. I reserve my opinion until he's actually tested. Thus far, he hasn't been. Not taken away from Lehner. I just haven't seen enough.
Okay. Well, and here's the other thing. I think if you ask some goalies, especially some great goalies of the past, that save's actually made more impressive by the fact they didn't have a whole lot of work. That he's standing there for 10 minutes at a time with nothing, and then has to make that save cold.
Instead of just getting puck to the chest, one after another.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Somebody saw Chance at Jack in the Box?
Chance the human. Does he break the ice with that? Like, hey, like,
No,
what?
No, he drives a car with a giant Chance on it, so that he just gets out and everybody knows that he's Chance.
Oh no! Okay, all right. I misunderstood you. So I thought that was just
Yes.
like a work thing. So he had his personal car has a giant logo of Chance, an insignia to signal the arrival of human Chance, so that you know.
Yes.
Interesting. That's a really questionable, that's a really questionable thing to do.
Where'd you see him, Leo's dad?
Get out of here. I didn't know this. Do you know why?
Adam's got all the secrets.
By the way, Chance also knows that I don't like him, that I talk trash about him all the time.
Yeah.
Because when he sees me at the arena, he'll like come right over and like, hey, I'm like, get the fuck away from me, Chance. I don't like you.
In
And
costume?
I know you don't like me.
In costume route. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in costume. I'm like,
do
get
you
away
know-
from me, bro.
Do you know human him? Like, I feel like you just call him Chance regardless.
No, I wouldn't recognize him.
Oh, wow. So he's a mystery. Hmm.
Yeah. But you can see his weird car.
The Chance Mobile.
Yeah, Chance loves him some Chance.
It's an interesting icebreaker.
Do you think his Tinder and Bumble profile is Chance?
I mean, if his car is Chance, there's a good chance that his Tinder profile is Chance.
Do you think it works?
It probably works to start a conversation. You would think, right?
'Cause without selling anybody out, we do know a former mascot that said he was just getting all kinds of action from it.
See, I mean, I think you have to know where to go with it, but I would think it's definitely a conversation starter. Like, oh, you're a mascot? Like, there's some interest, but then you gotta,
But
hook.
do you have to be a good mascot though? Like the mascot that we know was a really, really good mascot that people still love to this day.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that it was working.
Did you know
like-
the San Diego Chicken? That's crazy.
No. But if you're like a crappy mascot like Chance, I don't know if that works. Now the flip side of that, no, not Chance the Rapper. I love Chance the Rapper. It's Chance the stupid Gila monster.
Gritty.
Chance was in costume and
No,
hustler.
That can't possibly be true.
No way.
That would be awesome.
But I guess the argument would be, even though Chance is a crappy mascot, it's for such a beloved team that maybe it helps.
Does he do anything? Like, I've been to a couple games. I don't,
No.
I don't remember like a standout performance by Chance.
No, Chance
I think-
sucks.
Yeah, the Knight does more.
Well, I have my own problems with the Knight too. But
You do.
Chance is just terrible.
Why do they even let you in the building? You hate everyone. There should be a line of people waiting to beat your ass.
Very charming, Steve.
Yeah, you're very true.
Now that I really think about this, like, all he does is walk around the fucking stadium and wave.
Yes.
Why are you
Look
bragging?
at this. Look at this. He scared these kids at City National.
Larry says he scared my kids
Get
at City National outside of the Arsenal. They were screaming to get out. Makes him a good mascot. Why are you hating on him? If Gritty did that, you love Gritty.
Gritty's awesome.
Yeah.
But Gritty does cool shit.
But
Gritty
also-
makes TikToks and cool things.
But does human Gritty also drive a car with Gritty on it? Like, that's also the other part of the
May-
equation.
Maybe.
He might actually. He's got more right to do it, right?
Of course he does.
If anybody's going to do it, it's Gritty.
Of course.
Okay.
Do you
Or
think
the
Gritty,
Stanford
do you think Gritty is taking advantage of his celebrity status and getting
I
tailed?
hope so.
Just rage effing anyone he can find.
Gritty has a sidekick that he does
Not this
that he
character.
does he has a sidekick that he does Instagram lives with. She's very attractive. I'm hoping he's getting that.
Leave the head out.
He deserves it. What if Gritty's like 65 though?
Could be. Never know.
No, he's
By
just
the way,
doing good
this is what Bischoff tweeted earlier, just so you could see what it said. This is this morning. So, whose job is on the line tonight? George McPhee or Pete DeBoer? Pete DeBoer. Who was going to get fired? Would George McPhee fire himself?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Do you imagine? I mean,
stare in the mirror.
Would George McPhee fire DeBoer and then fire himself for hiring DeBoer?
no. Regardless of what you think of McPhee, I guess. I mean, he went in 3 years with an expansion team. Went to a Stanley Cup final, a division championship, and then, or not championship, but a they were in the playoffs at least last year, and then to the first seed in the West and the second round of the playoffs this year. Like, you can't really ask for more than that. I don't think you could fire that guy. DeBoer, maybe.
Western Conference 2 out of 3 years isn't terrible. Western Conference Finals, I should say, and then one Stanley Cup appearance. That's not bad.
Pretty good.
That's pretty funny. George, I think it's time we move on.
Or can McCrimmon fire McPhee or McPhee fire McCrimmon? I mean, McPhee's higher in the pecking order.
Get out. He's just so shocked that he quits. He's like, wow, this really turned on me.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
That escalated quickly.
Which mascot would you rather be? What's the best mascot to be?
Gritty.
If I take Gritty out of the equation.
I think you got to live in Philly, though.
Yeah. So, like, what would be the best mascot to be? You know, when I was a kid,
I like Hoops.
Oh, the rabbit.
Yeah.
Is it the rabbit, right?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, when I would play NCAA football on like Xbox, I always liked being the horned frogs, like the mascot mode, mascot mode, or the Stanford tree. Like
good
those
mascot.
are really good mascots.
The worst one is the St. Joe's Hawk because you got to flap your arms the
dude.
entire game.
Yep.
That's terrible.
Do you remember? You guys
that's
remember when you
exhausting.
made me do that?
No.
You guys bet me I couldn't do it for a whole show, so I sat there and I flapped my arms for the whole show.
Did you?
You don't remember that?
No. What a bunch of jerks we are. Leprechaun's not bad. I would think it'd be like at a very popular franchise in a nice area.
Yeah, but
Would
the
be the
Notre Dame
best.
Leprechaun's boring. Like those human mascots are like the Trojan. You know what I mean? Like you just put on like some weird armor or some clothes and you get out there. I want to be like a mascot, you know? I want to be like Blue, the Indianapolis Colts mascot that shoots streamers out of his nose, you know?
Well, Hoops, the Aces mascot, actually gets on the trampoline and lets people shoot threes and then blocks them, which I find
that's
great.
good. Yeah.
I find that great.
A professional sports, I think a basketball mascot would be the best. Those halftime shows are wild.
Yeah, for sure. That would be great. But you would have to do something where you like mess with kids.
Yeah.
Like I don't be the mascot that's helpful and like is nice to people.
Once every 2 years, I watch the video of the mascots playing the Pop Warner football. They're just like obliterating little kids.
You know, I've never seen Matt Humans happy, really, except for at a fast food restaurant or when he sees the mascot basketball game.
Oh yeah.
He loves that, like the Chick-fil-A cow against like the 76 gas station pump.
Yeah,
Pumpy, I think its name is.
Pumpy is I knew you were going to Pumpy. Pumpy's the best. You love Pumpy.
The gas can.
Yeah, you got to have good. That the Hawk has to have really good delts, like really good delts.
Do they have mascot conventions? I'm sure they do.
But you don't show up in costume, right? It's all about like learning.
Oh,
tools, right?
wouldn't you have to?
No, I think that's the one time where like I think.
All right, I will not stand for this.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
probably.
stand for this Bernie the Brewer slander.
But he goes down the slide with such joy, dude.
I know, he's so happy.
It's so great. I love it. That's my favorite ballpark gimmick. Now, my favorite mascot that I've never seen an actual mascot of, but like a team mascot, the Montgomery Biscuits is just such a good, and it's like his tongue's like a pat of butter. It's so good. I wish they actually made him into a mascot.
Wait, what? Who is this?
It's like it's one of the minor league teams. I can't remember for who. I think it was like a Double-A team, but they're the Montgomery Biscuits, and it's like a biscuit. He's all smiling, and it's like cracked open, but his tongue is like a little slab of butter. It's really good.
Have you heard this? By the way, that is true, Sean. He basically said it, yeah. Mascots must involve trauma to children. Larry, Fountain of Good Knowledge tonight, says the first Aces mascot, part-time Cirque du Soleil artist. He did it the first year, hated it, quit.
Oh, that's sad. He's so good at it.
Is it you, Larry?
I don't understand why their mascot is a bunny. Like I haven't really figured that one out yet.
She's got hops. Like a bunny is a natural basketball player.
That's true, but it just doesn't really fit like the aces.
Like Lola Bunny was really good at basketball.
Wait, the Oregon mascot? Oh, the duck? It's really
No,
not that
you know
good
what?
of one.
And I think that's actually the most dangerous mascot to be, because if you have no upper body strength, right? They do the push-ups with the touchdowns, and like during some Saturdays or whatever, where you can't really crank them out, and everybody's watching you, they're like, "Nah, sorry, bro, you can't even do 77 push-ups."
I just thought of one that one that I really enjoy. Have you seen the Pepperdine mascot?
I know. There's a Waves mascot.
Yeah, dude, it's freaking awesome. It's so great. Are you Googling it right now?
I'm also looking at my Montgomery Biscuits logo. It's got some really sick stuff.
God, the wave is great.
Mascot that's got a pat of butter. I'm in.
Right.
It's a tough mascot to actually pull off, though.
Oh yeah, Willie the Wave. You're right. Yes, I know who Willie the Wave is. He's literally just a wave, like a tsunami.
Yeah, it's a great one. I enjoy that one.
This is a real mascot, Miller J. Vegas, the Macon Whoopie. And it's a crane.
All right, that's not bad. Like a crane, like the bird crane, right?
That is very true. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
The name. What? Here we go.
See you guys soon. I gotta get my.
Oh,
Freaking cat.
This is Figaro down the road, by the way.
I know it looks like him.
CBT, right?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, your she is better behaved than our she. Do we break news about what developed on the show today? Because it's been a hot topic in the chat room and on this podcast.
Really?
Yeah, well, there's been a question that's been unanswered for months, and out of it,
Oh,
JV
I actually listened for a little bit today, and I heard this.
terrible reputation. We never really got into it because there it is.
Oh yeah.
Yep, 3 months later, there it is.
Yeah. You should have told me that the money didn't go through. Would have paid him a long time ago. And then come to find out, all the shit talking going on the whole time when one conversation could have ended the whole thing.
They've been killing you, saying you're welshing on your bet, scumbag.
Right.
Did you figure out? Did you pay somebody that wasn't him?
I never had a charge, so I don't know if like maybe I just like zoned out and didn't finish it, whatever it was. But yeah, I didn't. So I brought him his money today, motherfucker.
Well, do you hear what he said, right? I think he set you up. He's like, oh, I didn't want to ask and be a pest.
Right.
Like, no, you were enjoying watching him get slaughtered every night for a minute here or there, being called a cheap ass.
Right.
Well, I didn't want to ask.
Not only did you cheat me out of the $200, but then you let my name get slandered. In fact, I might talk to Justin about this.
Defamation case.
Right. I don't think I'm.
But I think he's got truth. He's got truth enough on his side that you actually had not paid.
Right, but it's also like we talked about. Like I texted him that day, and I was like, "Hey, I need your PayPal or whatever the fuck. What is it, Venmo?"
Right, but
and all you had to do was the next day or a week later, just be like, "Hey, I didn't get the money." That's my whole thing. Like I understand I didn't pay. Just say, "Hey, I didn't get the money. What's up?" Because then I would have been like, "Oh, you didn't," and I would have taken care of it a long time ago. I don't doubt it, Jay Lawrence.
I would say that the fact that you hadn't actually paid, even though he hadn't taken the right steps to get the money, probably would hold up in court as being true.
Well, I mean, I think Ari was just riddled with guilt for the way it went down. That's the problem.
Yeah, probably
Did you let my name get slandered?
He didn't want to ask. No, he didn't want to ask for the money because of the way the whole thing was set up.
So
yeah, he made a bet that was already cashed.
He won the bet and basically pass posted to get more money.
Exactly.
You see the anger in my eyes.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, my hair looks great.
It really does. I was going to make that comment.
Dude, so you know what I did? I shaved the back of my neck on my own.
Impressive.
It was an intense time.
Did you have like a double mirror, like a handheld mirror and the regular mirror?
My phone. The
Wow.
reverse cam.
It's very industrious.
Yes. I also even up the sideburns, It's getting out of whack, but I refuse to go get a haircut. So I gotta look at that, dude. Look at that bounce.
Why?
Too good.
Why are you refusing?
Oh, well, because I've had many bad experiences with haircutteries. How do you haircutteries? Barbers? Whatever.
Barbers?
Yeah. And like and with this whole pandemic
Starting
thing,
to kick in, baby.
all this whole pandemic thing, I'm just like, there's a lot of people looking wild. I won't look too wild, so just clean it up and keep it going.
Smart.
I mean, look, come on, though, like, you got hair like this, you might as well keep it for a while,
Why are you wearing a hat?
because I didn't want to look like Elvis again, because it'd be like this.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just clicked on something interesting. I could actually, there's a feature on this that I can put a commenter in timeout.
Really?
That's pretty good. Martin, yeah, like I would think that rich people are notoriously cheap. Are you not? Are they not? Are we not, I should say? Hair cutteries. Cutteries has 2 R's, CJ, so who's the clown now?
Adam, how much were you on Twitter today? I know you were working all day and then you watched the game.
Quite a bit.
Do you have a candidate for tweet of the day?
Trying to think. I mean, I sent you the Lehner ones that were pretty good.
Yeah. Did any of the Lehner tweets have 260,000 likes?
Wow, that's impressive.
You didn't see this one, huh?
No?
Howard Dean.
What? Oh.
Not bad.
Says my brother was captured in Laos in September of 74 and executed by the North Vietnamese on December 14th, 1974. Fuck you, EJT.
Did he scream after that?
He should, right? Why he should have screamed the whole thing.
Ah! They'll never live that down, by the way.
It's a good moment.
What, his scream?
Yeah.
It's the worst thing anyone's ever done as a politician.
Well, I guess as a politician, but the best is yet to come.
Dude, I don't know about you, but that pumped me up. I was ready for that. I loved it. Fighters of freedom and liberty. It's so good.
It really was like the white speech on The Office.
Yeah.
It was so similar.
Can we listen to that? And can we listen to James Madison guy?
You love James Madison, guy.
I feel bad for James Madison guy. I found after I called him lazy and I found out he was in a wheelchair. So I'm gonna distance myself from that one.
You didn't say they were related.
Right.
I actually had no idea. And then John's like, what? You called him lazy? I'm like, no, I'm saying his lack of research was lazy. I didn't know.
I really want to say so. There's a whole rabbit hole I want to go down here, but I just don't want to. It's probably not good for us.
We'll dump you. You're going to get dumped like Elko.
I'm just, yeah.
Do it.
It's no conflicts Friday. It's supposed to be really light, but go ahead.
I'm just saying it's no.
No, you better not.
No, but
Your employer loves the guy. I wouldn't go there.
No, it's not about him. It's about no.
It's about your friends who refuse to acknowledge what has happened, and it's completely true, and it's been happening for the longest time. And how people haven't seen it is beyond me.
Oh no, not that. I mean, no. I'll text you guys off the air.
Oh.
Right.
At least I get to know.
Can I transition to something lighter?
No.
What do you got? The carrot? Is that a
carrots are delicious.
Vienna sausage? I need to hear the crunch. It looks like a Vienna sausage.
No, it's a carrot.
Dude, my dinner tonight, John, because I heard this conversation earlier. So far, because I'll probably eat later, but so far my dinner was 8 carrots with no dipping sauce.
What wasn't?
Yep.
I swear to you. In fact, I'm gonna walk over there right now. There's still a couple left, and I was gonna have them, so I can show you that they're still here, unless somebody has eaten them since I've been over here.
Carrots are top of the food chain, root vegetable.
Oh, look, here we go. See,
Oh, look at that.
they said nobody eats carrots.
Are those radishes?
Yeah, there's also and cucumbers.
What kind of dip is that?
I don't know. You want to be on? It's a live show. You guys want to be on? Okay. Carrots, though.
Carrots
Two of them.
suck. Carrots suck.
They are so freaking delicious. You're so wrong.
No, they're not. They're delicious to you because you're watching what you're eating, and that's what you're giving yourself. If you could eat
No,
whatever
they were
you
just.
want, if
They
you
are
could
good.
eat whatever you wanted for the rest of your life with no effects to your body, you would never choose carrots.
I would have dressing with them, but I love carrots. It was. By the way, you're right. The vegetable tray's been sitting out since probably before the game, so it doesn't look as impressive as it did earlier. But I will eat the carrots. I love them.
Have the carrots gotten partially white? When they sit out
I
too
think
long,
so.
they get weird white looking. Huh?
Is there a film on top? Is there? Oh, there it is. Yeah, they're white. Is there a film on top of that dip that you've got to crack, like a pudding top?
There was no dip.
Oh, okay.
There might have been earlier. So I think they had hummus, but I didn't see it.
Yep. Jay Lawrence is right. Carrots are a gift from God.
So can we unveil? Because we never unveiled the one root vegetable that was not part of the list.
Well, give me a second. I'm going to punch up the list here in a second as I ask for more seconds. Say the same over and over again. Well, you guys were talking the onion because we gave onion an amazing rating.
I hate onions.
Then Adam came to the top and shit on us about. I gave onions. I think a 96 by the Madden number, and John came in with a 94.
Yeah, onions are.
Well, my issue was that John gave carrots a low score, and he said you need to put some sort of dipping sauce or do something with them to make them good. And then you talk onions, and you both gave them a score in the 90s, and John's like, "Oh, bloomin' onion alone." Like, well, now you're dressing up the onion. It's not an onion anymore.
Yeah, but there's also Adam. I can eat a slice of onion raw. You can that bad boy up, just put it in some heat and olive oil, and it's a perfect addition to almost any meal. Onions are incredible. And plus the stuff you can do with them. Steve was listing off all the things. I was like, what makes carrots great? He's like, you can dip them in ranch. You can dip them in hummus. You can dip them. I'm like, yeah, because you have to dip them in things. Carrots suck. Onions, so much better.
They're a base of a top 10 cake. How many vegetables can make top 10
First
cake?
of all, carrot cake's not in the top 10.
Right.
Beautiful.
Yeah, if carrot cake is one of your allies, Steve, you're
It's
screwed.
got a little spice to it.
Carrot cake blows.
You don't know what you're talking about, trees and ODB. Get out of here.
Carrots are delicious. Jackie,
Right.
Carrots or onions? What's better?
Onion cake? Have you tried it, Mark? I challenge you. Have you tried onion cake?
You said onions? I'm
Onions.
out.
Yes, onions are better.
She said onions.
Chew, and then you just swallow and it's gross.
Right.
Okay, well, you could hear that?
Onions.
Yeah, but she said you have whatever. I disagree. We're on live. Do you want to be on?
No.
Get Jackie on camera. Let's go.
You can know them. They want to be on. Jackie, look. Hello, just say hi.
What's up?
Like I said,
I'm thinking of it.
Who's that old guy on the bottom? What has happened to him?
Yeah, definitely.
Wait, what?
Definitely.
Like I've never met him before.
Oh, yeah. They have lots of versatility. That's what I'm talking about, though. You can't count like bloomin' onions as being onions.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take it out. Onions are still awesome.
But who eats a fucking onion by itself?
Plenty of people do. But Adam,
No,
you literally for a cheeseburger, you just slice onion and put it on. Like onion's great.
It really is good.
Right.
Can I tell you right now? I've never actually had an onion. They look so disgusting.
No, that's a lie.
mean,
You've had onion before in your life.
I've had like a bloomin' onion and I've had like a onion ring, but never an actual onion.
Yeah, their
won't do
taste's
it.
not that far off. It's great.
We should get Andy on. Andy's in a good condition to speak on this. I feel.
By the way,
Huh?
Is Andy drinking tonight?
Is he out there or is he outside? Okay, never mind. Okay, sorry.
That laugh.
Never
there,
mind.
never mind.
Never mind.
Here's our root vegetable board. This came up because that kid Andrew, who spoke about the boneless wings, showed up at the Nebraska Husker Scott Frost press conference today and made a pitch for Nebraska football to come back. And then he also said, "Stop calling me Carrot Top."
Yeah, I saw that.
And he made a comment about carrots. So we started off with yams, which I don't know a lot about yams, but then JBT said they're sweet potatoes essentially. So I gave it a 12. I hate sweet potatoes. Wow.
Okay, yeah, I don't really like them either. There's a lot of variance in these scores, by the way.
No, they're all over the place. John gave beets a 9. I gave beets a 74.
I would give beets like a 91.
Dude,
Why?
no. Oh,
Why?
Clearly the best of the root vegetables.
no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's really gross. When we went to Atlantic City on all those trips, one of the times like they made us beets. There was like white beets and red beets or whatever. That was the first time since I've been a child, like a small child, where I popped something in my mouth in terms of food and went like immediately and needed to spit it out. Beets
I will crush a beet salad, bro.
Nah, dude, beets are really gross. It is the worst thing I've ever tasted.
My scores had so many layers to them. Ari was very impressed with what I came up with for beets. I'm impressed with what I came up with. Adam should be impressed. I said they're often used to bloody up or color plant-based foods like burgers. It works pretty well, man.
I'll just eat a beet on its own, though.
I don't know anything about parsnips, and I didn't love John's explanation
that they were just white carrots and that babies like them.
I'd give that a low score.
And they actually, you know what? I just saw Left Coast Mike. Any vegetable that colors your pee, so I'm gonna throw 3 more points on the beets to a 77.
Oh, but I'm like, that's gross. I think I don't really notice that, but
yeah, that sounds terrible.
Like I would drop asparagus to like a 2 because of that.
All right, but is asparagus edible?
John didn't want to get political, but John actually did say that he gave beets a 9 because of Joe Biden to Aaron.
Does Joe like does Sleepy Joe like beets?
I have no idea. I just like that Aaron said.
Well,
Biden's America is what's a tie-in?
I think they're just saying like beets are so bad that they'd be like the only thing we'd have in Biden's America. But I will make the case. I'll make the case that Biden's from Scranton, home of the famous Schrute beet farm. Yeah. So makes sense.
Why didn't we have a separate beet category for Schrute beets? Carrots, you can see the split. John gave a 91. I gave a 91. John gave a 20. Onions, we were both at 94, 95. We just like the name jicama, so both of us gave it a high score. And I do see it all the time as I think I see it most used on Chopped. Like I don't know what they're running to that pantry area and they're like, we're gonna throw some jicama in here. And I'm like, all right. I think it's kind of like an apple.
Sounds gross.
Sounds awesome.
Anything that starts with a J, I'm in.
Yeah, and then is jicama. And then it looks like radish, but it's horseradish got immense scores. I'm guessing Adam's never had horseradish in his life too.
No, I have on a steak. It's good.
All right. And I did leave out the root vegetable of all root vegetables. I did that on purpose because it would have gotten the highest scores.
Garlic,
John. Yeah, garlic.
Garlic's very good.
It's too easy.
Yep.
Right. That's why like somebody asked in the chat why we didn't use potatoes. Like potatoes is too easy too, you know.
Yeah.
CJ Cart's fan with a 0 across the board.
I love a good beet. that's good office line. The rest of them, I mean, carrots and beets are great. The rest can pretty much go screw.
Onions, yams, come on, so much better. The leek, Rick. I don't know much about the leek. I couldn't rank it.
I like leek soup, pretty good. But I'm a sucker for any kind of soup. So
I've always wanted to cook with a leek, just because I don't know what it is, but I don't know what I would do with it.
Sounds like you have quite a plan for it if you have one.
Just chop it up and throw it in some shit and see what happens.
I think Razorback Scoop was asking a question earlier. He was asking about my cat, Seamus. He's got the beat up tail. I didn't go to the vet the other night. Cat had to get stitches, and now it's running around the house all freaking confused because it's wearing one of those cones. I'm not feeling good about it. This is how he's feeling right now. It's not a great situation. He's like, what the fuck is going on here? It's bad. Bad. But he's pretty savvy. He's pretty much ripped it off. So this wound on his tail is never going to heal.
I thought you were going to play the deer noise.
And as you can see, I also just make him like just sitting in laundry with my underwear on the right, my striped underwear, and a sparkly pillow. That's probably why I was like, I have to be this close to the underwear.
He's definitely looking up at you.
I know he is. Well, yeah, come on. All right. You know what? We're going to close early tonight because Adam's got a party that he's got to attend.
I'm leaving.
But
I'm actually leaving.
Oh, you're leaving? We need a couple more minutes to. John, do you have any ideas
What do you
how?
got?
Oh, what happened? I thought he fell down.
What do you got?
All right, we're standing.
You've got nothing?
How do you feel about carrots?
How do you feel about carrots?
Carrots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the vegetable?
Yeah.
No, the
They're
fruit.
delicious and they're good for your eyes.
See? Since they're good for your eyes.
Now ask her if she carrots or onions, which is better.
But do you prefer carrots or onions?
Carrots.
See? She's smart. She knows.
So onions
Questions
are
from the
actually
questions from the
good.
chat room.
So
before
if I was
Jonathan runs.
deciding between the two for
Fire
health
away.
reasons, I would say onions.
Yeah, anybody in the chat room have any questions?
She just said she'll answer anything. Go ahead.
Oh, she's leaving.
Hey,
That was it. We
Say
scared her
goodnight.
away.
go Knights. I'm very impressed by tonight. Thank God they won. They deserved it. I mean, seriously. That was insane, right? The last 3 games was insane.
That
Anybody
was
that
insane.
ever
Yep.
watched those 3 games can say that was an insane game.
Agreed.
All right.
That's good. Good stuff. Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah. God, she looked nervous, didn't she? Good point. Ready for president. She winked 2 times and he kidnapped you. Jesus Christ.
That's fair. Jamie, tell Andy to come in here.
Oh yeah.
Huh? Okay. I mean, Andy has been on the show before.
Yes. It was a good appearance. He was real talkative, energetic. He
Sandman.
was the guy who lost all the weight. He bet that he could get abs, and he actually got them in like 6 months, not even 4 months.
Wait, he actually
You think
pulled it off?
Yeah,
Dude,
do
he
you think he still has them though?
He did it, and he won $3,000.
That's ridiculous.
They all bet against him. He actually had abs. It was amazing. And he had a pretty sizable gut when it started.
Yeah. And I think if I remember on the first day, did he have like a massive steak dinner? Like,
You still? Hey, do you still have your abs?
One last hurrah.
Uh-oh. You all right? That's not good.
oh no.
It's not a good time.
Sleepy Andy. Sleepy Andy. It
Probably
happens.
probably not a good time.
The phone's going to get vomited on.
Yeah. So the answer to that question is no. So I guess no more abs.
All right. So we have a fantasy football draft on this video on Monday. It's at 7:00. It's an auction. You got to be available at 7:00. And we need to pick 2 listeners. So first of all, I need to know if anyone in the chat room is interested. And if it's only like 2 people interested, you're in. And if not, we'll have to ask you some questions, some kind of trivia questions, which will put us on the spot because we don't have any questions. But I have at least one. So we'll see if anyone wants in. If not, we'll find people. But we're going to do a 10-team league. Auction. Let's see. And you got to have the capability to do the video part of it because we're doing it on the video. So you got to just have at least a phone. Well, should I be a little harder on the qualifications here? I probably should, right? I'm going to fuck this up. You have to have video capability, and you also need to be able to sign into CBS Sports platform. So you're going to have to be on video. And yeah, I know. So Carvelli's out. There is no cost involved. All right, people are thinking about it. All right, LV Pickle's in. I won't even have to ask a question. You can DM me, right, Pickle?
You're also
Gil the Thrill has a draft that night. I know we have no choice though because the season's starting up, and now we got it is Sunday, Tuesday, right, for VGK?
should be.
Yeah, so we go on Monday.
There is some scheduling quirks that might come up. They haven't announced the schedule. At least they hadn't before I came on, because they are moving the Eastern bubble, by the way.
Both are in Edmonton, right?
Yeah. So the Eastern Conference Final will also move to Edmonton, and they'll probably rotate days, but they haven't finished the Eastern Conference semifinals yet. So I don't know when they're going to move over.
Oh, so they can have a little delay, or they're going to get right out of the gates with the Golden Knights on Sunday, right?
Well, Golden Knights are playing Sunday, but I don't know if they're going to play the Eastern Conference Final on Monday in Edmonton, if they have to travel from Toronto tomorrow.
Right.
So we'll see.
So why do we care about that? All we care is about Golden Knights.
Well, if they don't play Monday, then they might play Tuesday, and then the Golden Knights wouldn't play till Wednesday.
Okay, well, but we're picking Monday or Tuesday, so how about we just set up Monday?
It's Monday. Should be Monday. Yeah.
Monday.
The draft's at 7 p. All right, how do we pick between Trees and ODB, Jay Miller, and Razorback Scoop?
I would say.
Can we just do show trivia? Can you come up with a question about me or John comes up with a question about you or me? Because I have a question about you. We can eliminate. We could just pick it right off of this. Whoever is the fastest with it.
Oh, I have a trivia.
Oh, Jay Miller. Now he's laying it on thick. He's not working. So this would be a nice leisurely activity to cheer him up.
I got a hardcore trivia question.
I think I might know from Twitter where he works. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Did Jay Vegas? Did you work at a restaurant that is not open anymore at all? That's my question. I don't know.
You want a hardcore trivia question?
Yeah, because I know Jay Miller's loading us up here a little bit, but probably the most fair thing to do. Can we go with 3 questions and we'll see who gets the most out of the 3? Then we'll have to go from there. Adam, come up with a question while Adam, JVT and I have one.
Just about this show?
Yeah, just like knowledge of the show. It could be. It could be something that like happened in the past.
Oh, it's gotta be about the show.
All right, come up with something.
Because I just had a hardcore question in general. Okay.
I've got one.
I mean, I think I have one too. It's very recent.
This one's not very recent, but if you listen to the show, you know it's pretty hard. But this could be the first wave to get through, and maybe it just ends it. No, it's going to be out of 3 questions. I already said out of 3. Adam once had someone pull up to his car in a parking lot and rip his bumper off while they were trying to fix it. We've mentioned the make of the car a million times. What kind of car was it where a guy got out of the car, saw that Adam had a jacked up bumper and was like, I'll fix it, and he ripped it off and like completely fucked it up. Dude,
it was in a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot for what it's.
That was hardcore. That was hardcore.
Jesus.
I was going to give everyone a chance to answer it, but he answered in like a split second.
Wow.
So Jay Miller comes with the Corolla. Yeah. I mean, I could ask.
I got one now. Nobody's going to get it, but I got one too.
All right.
Do you want mine first or yours first?
You go.
Who was busted lying on their bio by this show last week?
Oh, man.
What is this?
That's great.
You didn't know this?
No. Yeah. Who is that?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Someone we were talking on the air about someone. It was really quick mention. Someone lied on their bio on a website. God damn it! I wonder if I wish I could find that because I want to show it. Anyone has a guess? Do you want to narrow it down and get some clues?
I thought it might be too easy.
No, I mean, they had to be listening like in a specific part of the show. Freaking 3 minutes worth.
What is the commenters that caught the person? So I figured somebody would get it. Somebody who has recently moved to Las Vegas.
Media member, right?
Yeah, media person who recently moved to Las Vegas.
Okay. I think I know who it is.
Did he change it yet? Nope, he hasn't changed it.
Of course.
Wait a minute. Let me see.
Well, someone got it, but they weren't going for the spot.
Oh,
2 people got it, but they weren't going for the spot because the spot was down to Trees at ODB and Jay Vegas and Razorback Scoop. And Razorback Scoop is up 1-0. The answer to the car was it was a Chevy S10, a red Chevy S10. So Razorback Scoop got it. So this one might be an Ofer. This is a hard question.
John, are you reading the bio?
I mean, I think I am.
Okay.
It wasn't like a gigantic lie,
No,
Okay.
no.
but enough that and it's very typical. It's so silly. Like we both question, we're like, why would you fib about that?
Okay, I think I know what it is.
What is it? He's got it up on the screen. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually Doug Kazarian, for some reason, who used to be with ABC and is friends with all these guys, went to ESPN, is back now after like 5 or 6 years. And in this paragraph, it's actually the bottom one. It says he doubled as the founder and co-host of the Las Vegas Sports Line, which currently is the highest rated ESPN radio show in Las Vegas. Which
It's pretty good.
the one error, Adam, is what?
Well, the show's not even on anymore.
Yeah, and it was never the highest rated show on the station.
Right.
And we like the show. I like all the guys on the show.
Sure.
Although they might argue with me that they had some numbers where for like a month it was better than the rest of the shows. I don't care. But it says he was the founder and co-host of LV Sportsline, and
Co-founder and co-host.
again, it wasn't just him. Like Adam was an integral part, and frankly, I kind of thought Doug was more of a behind the scenes guy.
Kind of. I mean, he was on there with us. There was just concerns about him going on a major media company with a gambling background, which, ironically enough, has kind of changed for him.
Yeah.
John has the third question, though, I think.
I don't think anybody's going to get this.
Now people are now Martin wants to throw out a question.
Okay.
Martin wants to know, what was the name of the local show that preceded yours back in the late 90s, early 2000s? Are you talking about what, Cofield and Company, or a different name of this show?
No, it's Sportsline. I mean, not Sportsline. Wise Guys.
Right. Well, we were going to give the listeners a chance to answer it.
Second one.
And then this one's a little bit off because it's what was the name of the producer who moved to Europe when Trump got elected? It was actually a co-host. It was a member of the company.
Oh, I thought the question is what show was on before the Wise Guys.
There's 2 questions in here.
Questions are hard. Yeah, we need a bridge right now. We're fading a bit. We need a deer drop right now.
All right, I'll ask one more. I'll ask my question.
I got to tell you, I think Razorback Scoop should be the second person. He's answered
He seems to be a pretty hardcore fan.
he's done a pretty good job. Yeah, we need to move on to office trivia. Nah, I don't know if it's creepy. You actually listen and pay attention. You retain stuff.
It's awesome.
So,
John, what do you got?
All right. I'll even give a hint so it's easier because I don't think anybody's going to know. Which singer did Adam and I discuss for 10 minutes wondering if he was on tour or not, but he was actually dead?
wow. That was a company takeover. I don't think I was there that day, was I?
Yeah.
I obviously at some point would have jumped in.
It was definitely a
Talk
company
about a
takeover.
singer. Oh, I think someone.
That's a tremendous question.
Oh, but he's got a sports. I'll give you that. It's got a sports tie too. It's got a sports.
It does.
Yeah.
It
It's got a major sports tie.
But it didn't this year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's even a better one.
By the way, Ballpark Frank's doing well. He hasn't been on with us, but he's been filling in over on K-Shop. He's been doing a bunch of TC Martin shows. Let's see. Could be Tom Petty. He's deceased.
No, it wasn't him.
It's Fat Joe. Here we go. Dead or alive.
Fat Joe's posting workout pictures.
He's alive.
He's actually
Pun.
like kind of skinny now.
Big Pun is the one that died.
Yeah.
I don't think they would miss this one, that they wouldn't know that
No.
Tupac.
No.
Asking if he was still on tour.
MC Hammer is alive.
We even got to as specific as asking if he closes or opens with this famous song.
Oh my God. How long did you go before like someone told you,
Oh,
hey,
dude, it was like 10 minutes.
and it's a he or she?
He. We got.
I don't think you guys would care about Freddie Mercury.
No,
It definitely wouldn't have been. Man of 1,000 voices, man of 0 hums.
No, John got it.
It was good, yeah. Yeah, nobody's gonna get it. That's a hardcore reference. That's like 6 years ago.
Oh, dude, it was great.
Was it Conway Twitty?
No. There's one. It's
Guys, not
played.
happy.
Okay.
I'll give you another hint.
In the sports world, the big hit song is played one time a year at the end of an event, and it's the only time we ever hear of this.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That was that you were humming that?
Yes,
Yeah.
John got it.
I got it.
Oh my God. That's not good. Your humming
Yes.
sucks.
No, it doesn't. It's great.
Fucking
So
blow.
good.
They got it, but it wasn't from the hum.
Yes, it was from the hum.
No, it wasn't.
That's how they got it.
You gave the clue.
No, it's the hum.
That's what gave it away. Now everyone's got it.
It was
Although
good.
someone is saying cool minus the gang.
We had a really deep conversation about what do you think he opens or closes with one shining moment.
Got it. That's God damn. That's a good gaff, man. That is a good gaff. Jesus. Wow.
Pretty good. So I don't
And
know.
when did you finally how did you finally figure out?
The text line.
I think text line. Yeah.
Yeah, the text line. We had the text. That was when the text line was open.
So I think what we determined is that he probably opens and closes with the same song.
Exactly.
Here, let me play some Luther Vandross here. One shining moment.
That was our one.
Everyone got it.
Because the humming.
It wasn't the humming, it was terrible.
There you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. All those years, no one knows just how hard you work. But now it shows that one shining moment you reached deep inside. In one shining moment you knew you were alive.
This is definitely a closing song, dude. You don't open with this. You don't blow the wad right away. You send people home with this.
The bad part is we were judging
If
him as
anyone
like a
can
one-hit wonder.
oops, hold on, sorry. I turned everyone down. My bad. I turned everyone down.
No, the worst part of it is we were judging him as like a one-hit wonder, but he had plenty of hits.
Right.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
By the way, Jay Lawrence, I did not forget. I never knew that he had died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was still around.
I was actually going to name an alternate, but someone may have jumped me. Does anyone in the chat room know what I just did?
Oh boy.
Did you fart?
No. With the song.
Oh.
What, did you not play a Vandross version?
Yeah, it was Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Pretty close. That's awesome.
You can ask the bonus question of what was our biggest screaming match about on the show, on the air. That's pretty
Well,
good.
our winners are
Just Black Olive.
our winners are Razorback Scoop. And our other winner was LV Pickle. Jay Miller, you're an alternate if you want to be. You want to be, because one of those guys could no show and then you're in. So if you want to be.
Or one of our guys could no show.
It's a good point. So you could be in that way.
Well, I might no show. This is getting pretty deep with the Miller J Vegas over here.
Ah, crap. Let me make sure I'm following everyone, and then they can DM. But again, I'll send you the details.
Everybody's going to be okay with just getting ripped on, right?
Yeah, they'll be fine. Yeah, if you're all hypersensitive, I think most of the ripping is going to be amongst us, the people
Of course.
who do the show.
Wait, so we're going to have 10 people all in this video?
We're going to try. Yeah. We'll test it over the weekend. We can do 10 on StreamYard and then have the screen in the middle. I think it'll be impossible to see, but the screen will be kind of in the backdrop.
One shine.
I know. Let's see. All right, Razorback Scoop. I just followed you, so you can DM me, and then same thing. Miller J Vegas. I'll follow you, and you're the alternate if you want to be, and there's a chance you get in if that works for you. Coolio. Uh-oh. Is that the best way to find Miller J? Or did I type in the Twitter account wrong incorrectly?
I think it's a different Twitter account than the screen name here.
You sure? Is that your Twitter account?
Mm-hmm.
I will work on it. Leo's dad in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Christ. I typed in Miller J Dad. What the fuck's wrong with me?
It's going well.
It's going well. It's very organized.
This is like watching Ari type prizes into the computer.
Miller J, reach out to me on Twitter, and then I'll put you in as the third person. Good deal. All right. Well, Adam's off to his party. We appreciate everyone sticking around.
I'm going home.
He's going home.
I'm going to play Tony Hawk.
You gonna play with the cat?
No, I'm going to go play Tony Hawk. Let's go.
I'm gonna eat some carrots. What time is it? Midnight. Probably get some pasta.
Perfect.
Yeah, throw the carrots in the pasta because they suck. All right.
All right, we'll see everybody. We're back on Monday, and that'll actually be a live fantasy draft that night. And I think it'll be a ton of fun. So everyone in the draft is a lunatic. So have a good weekend. And that's actually Labor Day night. So I hope everyone's upright.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
BYU Navy.
We may need alternates. All right, we'll see you.
See you.